Don't make things harder than they need to be. Hi, my name's Dave, and welcome to The Daily Stoic, 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hasselman. And today is February 16th. Don't make things harder than they need to be. If someone asks you how to write your name, would you bark out each letter? And if they get angry, would you return the anger? Wouldn't you rather gently spell out each letter for them? So then, remember in life that your duties are the sum of your individual acts. Pay attention to each of these, you do your duty. Just methodically complete your task. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations, 6.26. Here's a common scenario. You're working with a frustrating coworker or a difficult boss. They ask you to do something, and because you dislike the messenger, you immediately object. There's this problem or that, or the request is obnoxious or rude, so you tell them, no, I'm not going to do it. Then they retaliate by not doing something that you previously asked them, and so the conflict escalates. Meanwhile, if you could step back and see objectively, you probably see that not everything they're asking for is unreasonable. In fact, some of it is pretty easy to do, or at least agreeable. And if you did do it, it'd make the rest of the task a bit more tolerable too. Pretty soon, you've done the entire thing. Life and our job is difficult enough. Let's try not to make it harder by getting emotional about insignificant matters or digging in for battles we don't actually care about. Let's not let emotions get in the way of our kathunk. The simple, appropriate actions to the path to virtue. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. Yeah, I like today's reading. Recognizing of especially, when we're doing a task, our emotions don't necessarily need to be involved in that task, right? Like when dealing with difficult coworkers and everything else, that's that relationship, but the task is the task. And if we just focus on the tasks, I've worked with plenty of chefs that I like, that were really kind of bad managers and really mean, but it was just I recognized my own goals was okay, I'm here to learn under this guy, or I'm here to work at this restaurant, so I'm going to do my job, and try to leave the emotions out of it and just focus on my tasks at hand. It's the thing that derails us the most is that we get emotional and we're like, no, I don't want to do that. Why don't you want to do it, right? Stepping back and objectively, okay, does this accomplish our goals? Complaining about it doesn't get the job done faster. And if the job needs to get done, just get the job done. You can handle the emotion part later, but focus on what needs to be done in front of you. Look at the first 5 steps, right? I like to think of myself that I'm it's a foggy road and I can only see 5 feet in front of me. So even in my daily life, I try to look at my tasks and only look at the first 2 or 3 and just look slightly ahead, but not too far, and keep myself focused on the present moment, right? When I wake up, I come down, I make myself a cup of coffee, I do my little workout, read the reading, make this video, have some edit, breakfast, shower, off to work, right? Keep the tasks simple. The more simple we kind of keep things, so we don't make it harder than it needs to be. And like Ryan Holiday was saying in there, is that life is already pretty difficult, so why make it harder for ourselves than it needs to be? And find ways to simplify, and just doing the dishes, right? Let's say, or helping around the house. Oh, I don't want to do it. Oh, she hasn't done it. Doesn't matter. Just get it done. And sometimes they're usually grateful, right? Or you're like, oh my God, you did the thing. And so recognizing that it's just a task that needs to get done, and you don't have to give it this big emotional weight, because it's these little actions that add up to what our virtue is and what our values that we stand for. How do we act, right? That's the judgment. That's how we kind of judge, at least how I judge myself, based on my actions, not my words or my thoughts, but what am I doing? What are the actions taken? That's all I got for today's reading. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. There'll be the whole list of daily Stoic videos there to check out. And with that, you have a great if not better day.